Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Greetings, star bridgers of the new gateway of heaven on earth. Happy solar eclipse and new black moon in Taurus. We have a paramount influx of universal resonance of the one law flowing in through this eclipse dark moon energy. The yin flow of the divine feminine water energy is cleansing, purging, and releasing all internal and external obstructions on our direct path to full awakening. Solaris continues his barrage of fifth-dimensional energetics with multiple C-class, several M-class, and a massive X-class flare, transmitting the highest codes of light, love, and transformation into Gaia and all her children. We also had multiple pulses of gamma plasma flowing in, appearing on the Schumann charts today at amplitudes of 47 Hz, 40 Hz, 44 Hz, and a big blast at 51 Hz. Mother Earth receives more ascension codes and energies moment by moment now. The cosmic dial is being turned up as the frequencies raise into the band of the new golden age of eternal life. We have transcended all shadow worlds of the false 3D matrices and anchor into the foundation of the pure land of infinite light. With the power of our almighty I Am presence and the pure awareness of our Buddha consciousness, we transform into the rainbow bodies of the diamond mind and co-create the transformation of the manifestation of the paradisiacal Eden for all sentient beings of the clear light of bliss. The heavens transmit the Holy Spirit of bright chi into your sacred vessel now to activate the 12-strand DNA of the 144 of the avatars of the new kingdom of heaven within. The galactic earth angelics are rising in the honor and glory of the infinite light of Creator Source, burning in the living hearts of all star-born children of the new earth. Aho! Welcome, beloved beings of light. I am Paul White Gold Eagle from PrimeDisclosure.com. We have many powerful transmissions again for you today from our sacred New Earth scribes, so be sure to stick around to the very end, and please do us a favor and share this video with your teams and tribes all over this realm. Today was a very powerful day on the solar eclipse and black new moon in Taurus. Many powerful energies in the field, and today Gaia sent me two of our emissaries from the Owl Nation. So the photo at the beginning is one of these beautiful great horned owls, and the video after the oracle card will be video that I recorded today of one of these sacred beings of light of our winged nations, of our owl kingdom. And she transmits to you again the code of the 723, the ignition frequencies of Terra Nova Gaia. So really feel into the energies of this great spirit of light. And now we continue with the Sabian symbols. Right now the moon is at 14 degrees, 30 minutes Taurus. The sun is at 10 degrees, 48 minutes Taurus. The current Sabian symbol for the sun at 11 degrees Taurus. A woman sprinkling flowers. And the current Sabian symbol for the moon at 15 degrees Taurus. A man with rakish silk hat, muffled against the cold, braves the storm. From astrologyweekly.com. And now my sacred Condor pulls a card for you today from the Oracle deck, Sacred Rebels, from Alana Fairchild in Autumn Sky. And the cards she pulled for you today are Sacred Mystical, number 33, Heaven Sent. You are heaven sent, dear one. Just as we receive gifts in the physical world through the thoughtfulness of others, to acknowledge how much we mean to them, so too we receive gifts on other levels, including the spiritual level. A spiritual gift is something that happens through grace. We can ask for help, and it may be given in response to that request. All requests for help are answered. A spiritual gift can also be given without us asking for anything at all. at least not consciously. Sometimes it is our hearts that cry out for help. While we are busy getting on with our to-do lists, we don't often stop to think about what our hearts might need. If we do, and an immediate solution is not obvious, we just get on with life, either letting the issue be or taking the more painful option of dwelling on it without seeing how it might be resolved. However, there is a loving benevolence in life that knows exactly what we need and how it can best come to us, even when we are not quite so clear. This force actively seeks to assist us in walking our life path. That loving sweetness is being offered to you now, or soon will be, in the form of a spiritual gift, a CD. Your spiritual gift may be symbolic. It may be something that seems ordinary, but holds a lot of meaning to you. It might be an object that catches your eye and mesmerizes you. You might think you are appreciating how lovely it looks, but it is the underlying energy that captures you. Something in the appearance, color, or shape speaks to you and is perhaps answering an unspoken prayer. It is not the object that is the gift. That is just the wrapping. The actual gift is subtle yet effective empowerment. It is like a spiritual booster shot that helps you move forward in life with additional zing, extra strength, and greater peace. You'll be empowered to accomplish tasks that you may have nearly, but not quite, been able to manage on your own through the bestowal of a spiritual gift. The spiritual gift may or may not be recognizable to you. It may be very obvious, an offer, a windfall, a trip, a friendship, a new lover, or remarkable healing in a current relationship. It might be far more subtle and even more powerful, such as a jolt of energy that allows you to perceive things differently, all of a sudden, and perhaps solve a problem that has been plaguing you. It will be bestowed as and when it is needed, and in the form that will best serve that love in you. This oracle also brings you the message, let yourself be helped. Assistance is coming your way, so act on it and say yes. This oracle also comes with a message that you are to trust in the things that you feel and say to others without knowing why. It moves them. You might not understand, but through trust you are allowing yourself not to overthink and censor yourself. As such, you are able to become a vessel through which the spiritual gift can be passed on to others. Don't block yourself. Let life happen through you. Only benefit can come from this. If you are drawn any other card in addition to this one, it acts as a wild card and an amplifier. Whenever you draw the Oracle of Heaven Sent in addition to another card, the universe really wants your attention. It is saying, look, love is speaking to you directly here, so pay attention. Really feel the truth of what is being said and trust it. You are being helped. It is simple to receive the gift that is headed your way. The healing process below will activate that for you. Healing process. Say, through unconditional love, I now accept the spiritual gifts that are bestowed upon me with complete trust and gratitude. So be it. And today from Divine Sistar of the Light, Valerie A. Elster. Seeing new Heros Gamos templates grounding in tomorrow. A marriage of opposites. Crowning. Mayday. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Celia Fenn. Saturday the 30th of April, partial solar eclipse. Are you feeling the energy? It is so powerful and so expansive, just heart-opening and mind-blowing. Take care out there, everyone. Practice self-care and take it easy and slowly. Love to everyone. Also an X-class solar flare today. Now that is huge on top of all the other energies. From StarChildGlobal.com. And from Divine Brothor of the Light, Rick Jewers. The sun activity in the last 24 hours, most notably now in the last hours, an increase in light energy and emissions. The 3 M-class flares and the most current X-class flare are providing a solid light platform to rapidly evolve reality into a higher harmonious state. Take advantage of this extreme light to empower yourself and your divine mission. Stand majestically and adamantly as the divine beacon of light that you truly are, and practice your highest gifts and potential, like your ability to levitate. Dream your biggest and greatest dream for all of humanity and this ascending world, and put this dream into material motion. Your greatest strength now is within unity as the separation aspect of ego vanishes from influence. You have all the pieces of the puzzle, the instructions to ascend, and by coming together as one, the instructions are revealed and become clear, affecting the attributed miracles to this time. Love and light, Rick yours. And from Forever Conscious. Solar eclipse magic is in the air. Can you feel it? The eclipse portal has already opened and will intensify as we get closer to the Taurus new moon solar eclipse. Eclipses accelerate our timeline and activate our soul contracts. They bring events, illuminations, and situations that are for the highest growth of our soul, even if it doesn't feel like it at the time. There are lighter energy cords attached to the solar eclipse, making it one filled with opportunity and abundance. Eclipses are always transformative, so if any change comes your way, look for the open doors that follow. As we get closer to this eclipse, keep your vibration lifted, pay attention to your intuition, and remember that any changes are just moving you closer to where you need to be. The Taurus new moon solar eclipse opens doors and windows for us. Opportunities are flowing in with abundance, so stay open, but put yourself out there and watch what finds you. Eclipses can also bring sudden change, requiring us to step into a new chapter or to perhaps close one. Eclipses are highly transformative, so perhaps you are feeling this in your life and in those around you. From ForeverConscious.com and from Divine Sistar of the Light Alley Ray. X flares, Schumann, M flares, oh my, we're officially lighting up. Steady in the heart, beloveds, keep returning to your heart. No matter the triggers or the wobbles, keep breathing. Keep returning to your heart. Steady as we flow. You are a frequency master in the process of remembrance. Your heart knows. Keep breathing. Before you know it, you will be smiling with your entire being. And if you aren't smiling now, that's okay. Feel what needs to be felt and heal what needs to be healed. Absolutely all of it will help you to get centered in your heart. The center is the sweet spot. I so love you, beloveds. You are not alone. You are so very loved. And all is truly well. Love is, love is, love is. God is, God is, God is. And today from Isis Channelings, a Beltane Eclipse Gateway, Pleiadian plus Womb plus Cauldron plus Serpent Kundalini. The April 30th, May 1st partial solar eclipse is a Pleiadian portal when viewed via the lens of tropical astrology and if viewed via the lens of Vedic astrology. Actual placement of the sun and moon in the sky, it aligns with the womb or yoni, Bharani, Nakshatra, or area of the sky. Energetically speaking, as I've mentioned in previous posts, it is the energy of the serpent ley lines, fire serpent and water serpent ley lines and their node vortex points, cave labyrinths that have been calling my attention. For these underground cave labyrinths and their overhead energy markers, pyramids, towers, temples, churches, have been described to me as the cauldrons of transformation. That is a call to release the distortions, trauma, soul fragmentation that occurred in the name of power and control, so that the union of the fire serpent and the water serpent may take place to bring to fruition, blossoming the seed, flower of pure divine wisdom, held within these vortexes, the Holy Grail, the Ark, the Blue Lotus wisdom, whichever lens we choose to view the eclipse via the Pleiadian gateway of the Pleiadian wise women, guardians of the four winds of change, air element, blowing out the old and bringing in the new, or the womb, or the cauldron. They all talk of a new rebirth via the transmutation, transformation of the old. The cauldron is the vessel, earth element, where old souls, consciousness enters and is transformed via a rebirth into a new higher consciousness. As a womb, it aligns with the water element, and as an agent of transformation, the fire element. As within, so without. The serpent ley lines of Gaia are mirrored as our own serpent kundalini energies within our wombs, the cauldrons of transformation of spirit into matter, manifestation. This eclipse gateway, April 30th through May 16th, brings in keys and codes for the union of the fire and water serpent to bring into the blossoming of the blue lotus wisdom at the crown chakra within, the wisdom that provides the blueprint of the new age of balancing divine masculine and feminine, where humanity adheres to the attributes of grace, kindness, compassion, and integrity in alignment with the divine order, balance, justice, and truth. What is ascension, enlightenment, if not reaching the highest potential of humanity? Remember, birthing is inevitable when the present surroundings becomes constricting, no room to grow, and though it is a painful process, it is necessary or else the surrounding turns toxic. As we are witnessing on a planetary collective level, we have no choice but to rebirth, individually and collectively, if we wish to grow, evolve, and ascend. And we are supported in this birthing by the joyous, flirtatious, sexual energies of union of Beltane. Calendar Beltane, May 1st, solar Beltane, May 5th, lunar Beltane, May 16th, Scorpio lunar eclipse. And light in grace and joy. Be the change you want to see. Sake Na. From IsisChannelings.wordpress.com. And from Divine Sister of the Light Christina Papagiorgio. Partial solar eclipse, new moon in Taurus. Saturday the 30th April, Northern Hemisphere. Sunday the 1st of May, Southern Hemisphere. The solar eclipse begins at 1845 UTC on Saturday, April 30th, 2022. At 2041 UTC, it will reach a maximum obscuration of 54%, ending at 2237 UTC, 37 into 73, heaven on earth. Today is a day of deep introspection, which is absolutely perfect. We have entered the eclipse cauldron and another very powerful ascension portal. In the Northern Hemisphere, we are completing the month of April, whilst in the Southern Hemisphere on the 1st of May, we are commencing a new month, endings and new beginnings, completion and a new dawn, a perfect metaphor for humanity's passage through this eclipse cycle. Leave your old baggage at the gate and walk through unencumbered and free. Keep walking through these powerful gateways, precious hearts, as they are constantly activating and awakening our dormant DNA, propelling us forward forever. Both the sun and the new moon are in the delicious sign of Taurus, the sensual bull, who loves frolicking in the meadows, smelling the flowers. This bull will be extra happy with the Sabian symbol for this eclipse, providing many aromatic flowers for his bovine pleasure. We are now entering the pleasure zone of Taurus, symbolizing all things wonderful. Taurus exemplifies the manifestation of the biblical Eden here on earth. Gardens, forests, buildings, property, land, possessions, and material abundance. Taurus often sees things as the final proof of life's worth and how your sense of self-valuing can be fully realized in material form. The moon in Taurus responds unconsciously and shows our need for nurturing relationships and environments. This is the rock, the safe place, that expresses an acute need for tangible material security. It must establish stability, rootedness, solidity, and poise into each life situation by slowing things down and being realistic about what is really going on. Feelings are deep and slow, and with very little wasted emotion. The general influence on turbulent circumstances is settling. The eclipse Taurus new moon will unravel the deep subconscious scarcity and lack programs coming to the fore, to begin anew, with a fresh new abundance mindset. No more poverty consciousness. The sun, moon, and Uranus are all in the first house in the sign of Taurus, which governs wealth and possessions. The first house denotes your self-worth, esteem, value in the physical body. This highlights your own personal sense of abundance and value through the earth plane. Venus, the ruler of Taurus, is conjunct Jupiter during this eclipse, which gives us an explosive formula for unexpected change in your finances. This can bring forth a new flow of abundance, prosperity, and joy. Venus rules beauty, joy, harmony, and abundance, and Jupiter brings expansion through good luck and happiness. All in all, an exceptional lineup of fortuitous and life-changing benefic events. Venus and Mars are in Pisces and expanded by Jupiter, which highlights dreamy, romantic, and spiritual love and partnership. Venus feels a sense of harmony and attraction, while the bull unashamedly enjoys the sensual pleasure of touch, and can bring affection and sexuality into a beautiful, relaxed art form. This highlights loyal, romantic encounters and long-term, easy, elegant, earthy, and physical, with a preference for peaceful, cozy love. This new moon solar eclipse in Taurus on April 30th, May 1st, 2022, is at 10 degrees Taurus. The Sabian symbol for 10 degrees Taurus is as follows: care, a woman sprinkling flowers. This universal idea is best expressed through planets in the 11th degree of Taurus, 10 to 11 degrees. Caring is valid for its own sake. This is to do with the high level of stewardship by which we build everything around us into an enduring organism for our own fulfillment. Included in this is our requirement to offer succor to those in need because we want to do that to feel good. However, we must be careful not to get too interested in superficial satisfactions and wasteful worrying about petty concerns. Our ability to help has limits, so that extravagant, foolish expenditure of energy will disempower us from assisting properly with more deserving causes. The key principle is care. The simple act of watering flowers is evidence of heartfelt interest in the well-being of things and, presumably, by extension, people. The act of caring is valid for its own sake because it cultivates the quality of care, no matter whether the recipient is a plant, animal, or person, or indeed even deserving. When we are strong and clear, there is a natural eagerness to pour ourselves into every potentiality of living. We do so by offering to help wherever we can. Also, here is evidence of the easy and rewarding partnership between man and nature. The image is a symbol of the soul's determination to give constant and tangible manifestation of its creative powers, so that a natural profusion tends to match its inner generosity of spirit. When we are mature and free of excessive neuroses, then we inevitably feel responsible for the welfare of the world. Then we have sensitivity to the requirements of those we meet, and the willingness to soften their burden to some extent. Rewards for this level of interest in others are very great. They may well take the subtle form of a feeling of well-being, yet also there are usually more tangible compensations. Of course, the recompense can come from an indirect source, apparently unconnected to what we have done. A Sufi teaching suggests that we cannot do work of any kind at any time which is not eventually paid for, because otherwise a mysterious, cosmic, energetic balance would be upset. Note the next eclipse occurs on the 16th of May 2022 on the Scorpio full moon. This is the Buddha, or Vesic, moon, which this is the most spiritual moon and portal of the year, aligning with an eclipse. We all ascend. The Taurian themes of attaining enlightenment and the Buddha state of consciousness through bliss on the earth plane will be highlighted during the Vesic full moon eclipse. An absolutely incredible journey is in store for us all. Buckle up, star bliss sons, and get ready to soar. And remember the happy bull, Ferdinand, in the field, like to sit just quietly and smell the flowers. Today on my journey to the owls, there was a massive bull passed out sleeping in this big field, which was quite humorous on this Taurian new moon, to see this big creature totally passed out in the field, enjoying his relaxation and slumber. Yes, us bulls like to take our naps. And from Divine Sister of the Light, Ramona Lappin, third M-class solar flare within 7 hours in progress, plus powerful Schumann resonance spikes, assisting our final quantum leap and shattering the false matrix. Feel into the frequency of liberation, freedom, and abundance that is ours now. Solar eclipse, quantum tree of life, primal sound and light fields returned. We have an X-class solar flare in progress after 4 M-class and several C-class flares, as well as KP4 plus 5 overnight, and a big Schumann resonance spike that all continue to support our full and final awakening from the quantum dream. Most beautiful, intense, and powerful energies flowing in for this eclipse, supporting the final shattering of the false matrix and our final quantum super leap of the collective consciousness into the organic ascension reality, based in full liberation, freedom, and abundance. These are massive DNA activations that came in with yesterday's diamond white flame ascension activations. I am being shown my higher dimensional self sitting on a crystalline white lotus flower in the crystalline core of Earth since Friday. As the main guardian of the crystal core, I am receiving the message that it, along with our lotus heart, diamond rose heart, and human heart grid and diamond grid system, is ready to fully ignite and bring about the electromagnetic reset in the planetary grid network, flipping the magnetic positions, which will not result in catastrophic events, but fully overwrites any remaining anti-life reversal currents running through the grids. Beautiful streams of liquid golden crystalline plasma light are activating our multidimensional triple helix DNA, unlocking our memories, gifts, abilities, and organic ascension realities. This is the full return and final ignition of our original source codes, multidimensional DNA, and divine blueprints plus upgrades, as we merge with the cosmic mind as one. Dissolve into the nothingness that is, at one with everything. Be fearless, limitless, boundless, timeless. Be the eternal one. This is liberation and freedom from the fear matrix. Eternal love and blessings, Ramona. And from divine Brolthor of the light, Pars Kute. The partial solar eclipse in Taurus on the 30th of April and total lunar eclipse in Scorpio on the 16th of May will be moments when new light codes for the new Earth will be installed into the planetary grids and into our light bodies. The phoenix is one of the symbols for Scorpio, and it signifies the creative transformation of death and rebirth. At this time, old structures will fall away, and we will birth the new structures that will contain the energies of the new Earth. As individuals and as families and communities, as individuals we will create coherent and powerful energy signatures that will draw us to who are our soul family and tribe. Together we will begin to create family and community structures of love, compassion, harmony, peace, and coherence. As we come together, we will create support for the fields of others and of nature. No matter how chaotic and disharmonious events may be on the lower levels of consciousness, we will be able to hold our field of love, peace, and harmony as a coherent planetary expression of divine love. We will truly begin writing the story of divine love within the pages of the Book of Love, that is the record of our adventures on Earth. The first eclipse of 2022 falls in Taurus. This is the part of the galactic space ruled by the royal star Aldebaran, in the seasons in which the sun transits Orion, Sirius, and the Pleiades. Earth has many historical and evolutionary links to these star systems, and a spiral transit always renews connections and allows for new light code upgrades to be integrated. This year's eclipse will intensify this process. We can expect major shifts and expansions in these areas. It is good to be open and prepared for such opportunities. As we expand consciousness and open to our galactic ancestral lineage, we will be able to play our part in receiving and integrating Christ consciousness and the divine feminine light codes for the divine new Earth. As the partial solar eclipse falls on a new moon, we can also expect this to be a time of new beginnings. With divine love of one, Pars Kute. And from divine sister of the light, Kristen, Louise, solar eclipse portal open. The energies coming through now are unlike any we have ever seen. They are designed to open up our heart space and shift us into higher dimensions of love and bliss. This energy is very high frequency and may feel foreign to many of us here on the earth. The shift has well and truly begun, my loves, and now it's the time to simply ride the waves, to take another step away from the mind and ego into the fullness of our hearts. Many of us may be experiencing old fears and wounds rising, and even heart palpitations, as our bodies begin to assimilate and integrate these new frequencies. If so, know that everything is unfolding in perfect divine order and exactly as it's meant to. There is nothing wrong with you, in fact, quite the opposite, as there is a lot of energetic flux going on in our systems right now. It's okay to be feeling out of balance or off center. So just breathe into your body and heart, walk barefoot on the earth, have a salt bath, calm your nervous system, hydrate, stretch, exercise to move the energy, and reassure your mind that you are simply moving into new, uncharted territory. Your heart space is now being opened up more than ever before. Consider this is a frequency recalibration, a rebirth, a rewriting of some of our most fundamental energetic codes. Sending so much love to you all at this time. And from Divine Brother of the Light, Graham Forscott, solar eclipse April 30th, May 1st, 10 to 11 degrees Taurus, Scorpio, starseed family connections to Rigel. This eclipse takes place at a decagon node to star Rigel, that's Enki, Enlil, Mary Magdalene, Akhenaten, Moses, Thoth, Merlin, etc. bloodline. 11 degree Taurus plus 36 degree equals 17 degree Gemini, exactly where we would look towards Rigel. Those born on these dates have astrogenetic, Akashic records, decagon, Amenti, I am 10, connections to Rigel, DNA helix and plan view reveals a decagon, etheric template. Insightfully, during the solar eclipse, these asteroids are also conjunct to our Sun and Earth plus Moon. Asteroids DNA, Mesopotamia, and Sumer. Sumeria, is where the Rigelians set up camp here on Earth, blending their DNA into early humans. Also conjunct the solar eclipse is the Trans-Neptunian, Albion, online networking, and Neptunian Trojan Outrera, the Amazonian queen, woman in positions of power. Also relevant during this eclipse, asteroid Verona lines galactic center, promoting grassroots sustainability. Asteroids Magdalene and Akhenaten, both Rigelian, are also together. From GalacticAstrologyAcademy.com. And from Divine Sistar of the Light, Leah Whitehorse. Solar eclipse, new moon in Taurus, Venus conjunct Jupiter in Pisces, Pallas enters Taurus. The new moon solar eclipse takes place close to Uranus. This is a revolutionary new start, but we may need to be prepared for unexpected events, surprising happenings. Areas of life in focus are money matters, resources, values, material possessions, self-worth. Pallas pushes us to acknowledge patterns in the way we deal with these aspects of our lives, advises that we look for common sense solutions, quantifiable targets, the simplest action. It's time to get rooted into the body, into the now. This is a cosmic reset. Turn it off, turn it on again. We're handed a gift in the dark. Hands fumble around wrapping, anxiety creeps. Is this what I wanted? Sometimes life brings gifts in strange packages. Venus and Jupiter, however, promise that the universe is abundant. Blessings rain down from the skies. These are magical seeds. The fruits may turn out differently to how we expect, but they will be all the sweeter for it. Be patient. Let life unfold organically. From LeahWhitehorse.com. 3333 coming in. And today from the Tzolk'in Times, Keen 242, White Galactic Wind. Galactic is the name for the number 8, and its keywords are harmony, integrity, and model. It's a great day for restoring harmony in your life, for making music, and for making up with people you have fallen out with. Make amends today and enjoy a warm, fuzzy feeling inside. The number 8 also represents integrity, and so this is a timely reminder every 13 days to check yourself out and assess your own behavior. Are you being impeccable? Today may be a fluffy kind of day, but if you are not being spiritual in your thoughts and deeds, it will have repercussions. Today is white wind, which represents communication, breath, and spirit. It is a lovely combination of number and day, which means communicate harmony, or spirit is integrity. Today is all about reaching out to one another with kind words and support. Try to bury hatchets and make clear your messages so they are not misconstrued. These days are always good for conversations, debates, public speaking, speaking your mind, reciting poetry, or shouting from the rooftops. It is also a great day to read a good book, especially the self-help, fluffy books. Curl up with a good read and experience a nice, warm, fuzzy feeling inside. And today from Divine Sister of the Light, Christina Papagiorgio, White Galactic Wind, 8, Eek, Keen 242, 30th of April 2022. Solar Eclipse, New Moon in Taurus, Modeling Integrity. 30/4/2022 equal 346 equal 310 equal 31 equal 4. Day codes 30, Retrospection, Retreat. 3, Holy Trinity, Joy, Creativity. 4, Form, Structure, Foundation, Earth, Angelic. Month year codes 4, 6, Heaven, Christ, Family, Romance, Fertility. 10, Manifestation, Power, Authority. 1, New Beginnings, Original, Unique, Leader. 20, The Awakening, Clear Vision. 22, Architect of Peace, Master Builder. Keen 242 equal 8, Infinity, Abundance, Flow. Partial solar eclipse, new moon in Taurus. Today is a day of deep introspection, which is absolutely perfect. We have entered the eclipse cauldron and another very powerful ascension portal. In the northern hemisphere, we are completing the month of April, while in the southern hemisphere, on the 1st of May, we are commencing a new month, endings and new beginnings, completion and a new dawn, a perfect metaphor for humanity's passage through this eclipse. Leave your old baggage at the gate and walk through unencumbered and free. Keep walking through these powerful gateways, precious hearts, as they are constantly activating and awakening our dormant DNA, propelling us forever forward. Today is indeed another very powerful divine day. Aren't they all these days, though, where the energy of spirit is guiding us into galactic service for humanity? Day 8 in the Blue Eagle wave spell, where we are being asked to fly high and focus on the big picture, the divine play for humanity, so that we can create it, envisioning the highest timeline for ourselves and our planet as our visionary powers and third eye are awakened and activated. It is time for a mass awakening of humanity. Today, the eagle is guiding us through the turbo power of spirit to model absolute integrity as we step up into our divine galactic missions, envisioning a much bigger role of service to spirit. Tone of creation, galactic tone 8 in the mental realm, action, model, power harmonizes, essence, integrity. The 8th day of the Blue Eagle wave spell is the one for integration. This integration is with the mind, our thoughts and ideas which are in the mental plane. As we continue flying into new directions, the white wind helps us to be inspired and enjoy our freedom. Are you listening to spirit and your inner dialogue? Is your mind calm and still in order to truly listen and then take inspired action on this guidance? The galactic tone inspires us to act as role models for others by living in absolute integrity. Our words, actions, and behaviors need to be totally transparent as we move into an era of telepathy and total connectivity through spirit where no thing can be hidden any longer. We now need to live with total integrity, applying higher values in all areas of our lives as galactic citizens. We are embracing our shadow and can no longer hide aspects of our being which we refuse to acknowledge or keep in denial. Now we are being made fully accountable. The clock is ticking. Accepting responsibility for our energy and our creation indicates that we are mastering harmony within ourselves. We are the new earth leaders. We now need to step up a few notches and be seen as we have arrived at the galactic stage. The galactic human is bringing forth the divine plan for humanity and earth today. Thy will be done. Step aside and watch the blessings come. We are indeed blessed by spirit. Today's question is, how can I surrender the baggage and align with God mind in order to model greater integrity and harmony through galactic service? Surrender your future to spirit. May your mind be filled with peace, harmony, and wondrous spirit messages from throughout the galaxy today. In la Ketch a la Keen, Christina White Magnetic World Bridger, Keen 66. Keen 242, White Galactic Wind. The mantra, the code for today is, I harmonize in order to communicate. Modeling breath, I seal the input of spirit with the galactic tone of integrity. I am guided by the power of death. And on this powerful day of activations, transformations, and manifestations, let us know, beloved beings of light, in the comments below what you're experiencing, what you're feeling, your dreams, your visions, and your synchronicities. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe and click the subscribe button below and the little bell to get notifications on future updates. And as always, we have a link in the description below to the transcriptions of today's transmissions, and we archive these on our website, primedisclosure.com. Now I'd like to take the time to thank everyone supporting us in our work and mission. It's because of your monthly pledges and donations we're able to continue this work. I'd like to welcome and thank Divine Sister of the Light, Maria Lafone, for your pledge and support on Patreon. Thank you and welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. And I'd like to also thank and welcome Divine Angel of the Light, Bo Hayes, for your pledge and support on Patreon. And welcome to the tribe of the Eagle and the Condor. If you'd like to help support us in our work and mission and help us continue bringing these transmissions to the world, you can make a monthly pledge to our Patreon page at whitegoldeagle.com. And to our tribe on Patreon, be sure to check out the very special ceremony that we did for removing, clearing all implants, false soul contracts, entities, and attachments, and all false cords. I'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Diana Ross, for your donation today. Thank you very much. I'd like to also thank Divine Angel of the Light, Lynn Wood, for another donation. Thank you very much. And we'd like to also thank Divine Sister of the Light, Sally Benson, for another donation. And we'd like to also thank Divine Brother of the Light, Milos Radek, for another donation. And Divine Brother of the Light, thank you, Victor, for a donation today. If you'd like to support us with a one-time donation, you could do so to our PayPal link at egolovecondor.com. And I'd like to also thank today, during the premiere of our global mass meditation for the eclipse and our Prime Disclosure channel, we had several super chat donations. One from Divine Sister of the Light, Lisa Davy. One from Divine Brother of the Light, Adam Ross. Love you too, Brother. And also from Divine Angel of the Light, Sun Dancer. Thank you all very much for supporting us in this great work and for joining us today in that powerful meditation. We also now have a super thanks link underneath every video where you can also send a donation through YouTube now. So thank you everyone very much for supporting us and continuing to support us through these intense times. I'd like to also thank everyone supporting my sacred Condor and her beautiful artwork. You can purchase her Zodiac Goddesses, healing jewelry, goddess totems, and other works of art at lunagoddessart.com. She has a 25% off sale for Mother's Day until May 8th off all of her work, so be sure to take advantage of that. Now we're going to complete today's transmission with powerful prayer, code, mantra from Summit Lighthouse. I am light. This mantra is for the development of a tremendous momentum of white light and the wisdom of God. It is to bring us to the realization that God can and does dwell within us. When we draw nigh to Him, He draws nigh to us, and the angelic hosts also gather for the strengthening of the aura. I am light by Kutumi. I am light, glowing light, radiating light, intensified light. God consumes my darkness, transmuting it into light. This day I am a focus of the central sun. Flowing through me is a crystal river, a living fountain of light. that can never be qualified by human thought and feeling. I am an outpost of the divine. Such darkness as has used me is swallowed up by the mighty river of light which I am. I am, I am, I am light. I live, I live, I live in light. I am light's fullest dimension. I am light's purest intention. I am light, 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 flooding the world everywhere I move, blessing, strengthening, and conveying the purpose of the kingdom of heaven. Thank you for joining us today, beloved beings of light. Have a most beautiful, blessed solar eclipse and new black moon in Taurus. Keep walking gently your sacred path with heart, with peace and love in every step, and keep shining your light brightly into the night. Be sure to make this day and every day the best day ever. The eagle and the condor love you all. Namaste.